Welcome to the video demonstration of version 1's regression testing. Regression testing is the ongoing testing of previously delivered features. So as the team works through its sprint schedule and delivers new functionality each sprint, conducting regression testing gives us confidence that all of our older features still work. There are many assets within the version 1 system that are related to regression testing. A product release can have multiple regression plans contained within it, and the plans are used to organize and structure the overall testing activities. Each plan, in turn, can be made up of a number of different regression suites. Each suite is a specific set of tests that is targeted towards verifying a particular piece of functionality. We may want to execute the test suites under a number of different conditions. For example, we may want to run some suites each sprint throughout the release as new features are being delivered. We also may want to execute test suites under different technical environments that we support, for example, different browsers or operating systems or databases. A test set is an instance of a suite that is for a specific sprint or iteration and for a specific environment. So we can take a single suite and its set of tests and execute that multiple times in the form of multiple test sets that are generated from that suite. So in this demonstration, we're going to take a walk through the process and see how all these pieces fit together. To start, we're going to see how regression tests get created in the first place. At the end of each iteration or sprint, the team will conduct a sprint review, where it gets a chance to look back and view all of the functionality that was delivered within this time frame. And as this functionality has now been delivered, it becomes a candidate for continued testing over the course of time. So the application allows teams to generate new regression tests directly from the acceptance tests on this newly delivered functionality. That newly created regression test now sits as a candidate for future testing activities within the regression tests list. Adding tags to the regression test is a simple yet very powerful way to add structure to your lists. As we're planning out each new release, we'll also want to plan out the regression testing activities that'll take place over this time frame. Here we can see a set of regression plans and regression suites that have already been created for our product. In addition to all the deep functional testing areas that have already been created, the team has decided to add a smoke test to its plan, where it can walk through at a high level on a sprint-by-sprint basis just to ensure that the basic functionality is still working. Some tests have already been added, and we can look up and add more tests to this smoke test. Adding a tag narrows down the list, adding a second tag narrows it down further still, and then selecting these items assigns it directly to this smoke test suite. And once we've detailed out this suite with regression tests, we can go ahead and generate new test sets that we'll use to actually execute the tests within our sprint. We'll select the environment we're going to use for this particular test, and in this case, we'll just put this into the current sprint. We'll go ahead and generate another smoke test so that we can execute this in a future sprint. And now as we go to sprint tracking, we can see our test set is available in our backlog along with all the other items in this particular sprint. And we can execute these tests the same way we can any other test on any new feature or defect, including using the test board and the drag and drop functionality available here to update the test status. We can track the progress of the regression testing using our test plan, where we can see the results for the test sets themselves, for the suite as a whole, or for the entire plan. We can look at test results over the course of time by using the test trend report, where we can either elect to look at all testing activities, or by selecting test set, we can limit our view to just the regression testing activities. In this demonstration, we've seen how we can leverage our ongoing building functionality to create new regression tests, create and evolve our regression planning strategy for each release, execute our tests against multiple environments and run them across multiple sprints, and view those test results both through the eyes of the plan and through existing version 1 reporting. This demonstration is now complete. Thank you for your time.